Hey everybody, welcome. Firstly, I would like to apologise. It's been nice all day. I am out in the conservatory and it's just started pissing it down. So unfortunately, you may be able to hear it. I do apologise if that's the case. If it does get too much, let me know. We'll just have to cut it short. But other than that, welcome. And yes, us reprobates are here for another Sunday night of bullshit, banter, questions, general taking the piss, this, that, and other. And it's nice to see that you've all turned up. And we've got a few people in, shall we say, on the stream. Was it 12 year in already? We'll go down, we'll have a look, see who's here. Hey, and I know some of you here were early, well early actually. So let's see who we get. See what we've got here. We've got Smoke, as per usual. How you doing, Smoke? Hope everything's back. Okay. I see you nipped out on a BRB moment. LSINK, aka Jason. We've got Jason, Mary, Jason, Rouser, Mary, Jason. How are you doing, buddy? We've got Mara, Mike Parish, Backer. What else we got? Who else we got? Kenneth, how you doing, Kenneth? Smoke. Who else we got in here? I've seen some other ones in here. I know there's more here. I know you're hiding somewhere. Kenneth, Mara. Menno, how you doing? Nice to see you. Told you there were more people here. Rob, hope you're good, buddy. Therapeutic, how you doing? Dean, hope everything's okay, bud. And that Wes, glad you could make it. Tibbets World's in. Jeremy the Eyelashes Dennis is here. Rob's in the house. Mad Tattoos. Hey up, Mad. How's it going? How's your new machine working out for you? Hope everything's good with it. What else we got? B-Chomps, how you doing? I think I know that's the first time I've seen you in live over on mine. Wes is here. Tibbets is here. I don't know whether I mentioned Tibbets already. That great start to evening. Looks like my internet's playing up already. And I can't get you up on another screen for some weird reason. But let's go. Thumbnail. Yeah. All right. You've all been here. Yeah. And I know some of you are going to go, clickbait. Yeah, a bit clickbait. It is. But I have been telling you I'm going on holiday. And that is it. I am done. I am done in the shop. That is it. All over and done with. Finished until, don't reopen until the 16th. Secondly, this will be the last live I do until I come back. Unless Dave's doing one, I don't know. But other than that, we'll probably be back on the 14th. And on Tuesday, that's it. Whew, I'm out of here. I'm on holiday. That's me. I'm on holiday. I'm away. I'm getting on that. I'm getting on that plane. 10 days, all inclusive. Jobs are good one, and that's all I need to know. Can't wait. Just chill. I'd say forget about tattooing, but any of you that are tattooing and tattooing full time, it's a little bit, shall we say, hard to do. What I will ask you is, before I go any further, is everything coming through at your end, your guys? Okay. Dean, going anywhere nice? Well, yeah, no, going to Mallorca, Sakoma, 10 days. just chill out, buddy. It was a bargain, so it was one of them. It was a case of last minute bucket, come up as a total bargain, booster out of here. So good here. Cheers, Wes. Thanks for letting us know, mate. Yes, I'm good here. Cheers, Jason. Like I say, I've just got another screen going at the side of me here, and it's basically shit the bed as the screen at this side. And that, Dean, I definitely will do. And I've said before, I don't drink. I don't really drink. Only time I do drink is when I go on holiday, and I do a few. And I will be having a few cold ones, mate. All inclusive. Just got to make the most of it. So everything's good there. So other than that, how are you guys doing? You guys been up to all? Do you need to ask any questions? Do you want to know this, that, and other? If not, we'll just start taking piss. I know a couple of you have come on, and I know you haven't had a critique, any tattoo critiques for a while, because as we say, we had moved it back over onto Dave's channel, and unfortunately, Dave had a bit of an operation, and he's still in recovery mode, and he's not ready to do a live yet. But it will be back. It will be over there, and I don't know how many here on tonight that have got the any work that wants looking at. If there's a few here, I may just put the email address at the bottom of the screen and let you send them to me tonight, and we'll do a few a little bit later on. But just let me know. Brian, don't forget the baby oil vacation. No, I'm packed in the bag. The baby oil's in the bag. It's going on holiday with me. Oh, Jeremy, can't work with the tops 4.0. Right. Why? What's the matter there, Jeremy? Was it just you finding it just hitting too hard or whatever? And that I just thought it's we're a good machine. I don't know why. I don't know what you're finding or having problems with. It'd be interesting to know what you're having problems with, Jeremy. Where's a big coffee mug? Been downgraded, Wes. Look, I've just been downgraded to World's Best Dad one, a regular coffee cup. And that's it. I'm sure the missus will be in at some point and hopefully send me a bigger cup. But no, I've just downgraded. I am not worthy. I am just not worthy, mate, of the large coffee cup tonight, I don't think. Anonymous, what we got? I did outline, cleaned the skin, started colour, it looked sharp. Then I did a bit more black shading on the tattoo away from the colour and did whip over to take my colour. Right, that's right. You're on fake skin. When you, unfortunately, what'll happen, Anonymous, is when you put colour in with the fake skin anyway, it will look sharp to start with. What you're going to have to do on the fake skin is put any tints and tones in first, then put your colour on top. And then what I would say is if you oh, hey up, have we shit the bed? Are we here? We're still alive, I don't know. Is then what I would say to you is to put the colours in, put the dark in, put the colour on top. Then if you want to tint from there, is use the darkest colour you can of that range, e.g. a dark blue, a dark red, and then tint it down with a dark brown, or if it's a really dark blue, you can use a bit of black. But false skin does muddy up really quick, just like real skin. Real skin, human skin, it will look muddied up, but generally because it's not been And a lot of the time, it's just called ink staining. A lot of the time, because it's not being punched into the skin and deposited on real skin, when it heals, or when you give it a good clean, or when it heals, it will heal out and it will heal to the proper colour. So it's not two things. You've got to try to use your darks first, then put your colours on top, especially on fake skin, Anonymous. But it is a common thing that does happen with fake skin. Anonymous, love the talks. Jeremy Dennis, I only use 3.5C too much. Right, Jeremy, are you using it on fake skin? What I will say to you, if you seem like it's too much, Jeremy, drop your needles in a bit. Don't have your needle hang as far. Bring them back in a little bit into the machine to compensate, and just drop the voltage. But what you've got to do is, because you've been using a 3.5, I understand what you've got used to your hand pressure, mate. You got used to your hand pressure that you need, and using the 4 millimeters. You don't need as much hand pressure. So what I do is just get a scrap piece of fake skin and put yourself best way to learn 13 curve mag, 15 curve mag, and just have a play. You will get it, honestly, but just draw your needles back in a little bit, go for a big mag, and just lighten, your touch up. That's what you need to do. You need to adjust it with your hand, because with it being a stronger stroke, you don't need as much pressure. The machine's doing more of the work for you. So I would give that's something to just give a go before you completely fall out of it. What's that, Tim? It's USB does. USB does, don't you, when you're on the beach? You know it. I've actually got a pair of leopard print Speedos, Tibbets. Yeah, you just got to have the leopard print Speedos. It just does it. Just for an old fart on the beach, and you will guarantee you put a pair of leopard print Speedos on, go down onto the beach, walk along the beach. You will definitely find somewhere to put your towel and lay down, because nobody wants to be anywhere near you. Anonymous has made his wrap a little bit thicker. Yeah, I could see that. Yep. Will it do the same on real skin? Like I said, Anonymous, generally you can get staining. I've had staining. Some, depending on how I want to do stuff, I will work dark to light. Some stuff I will work light to dark. You just got to be a bit mindful of when you're wiping. But I've never, ever had permanent skin staining. I use a foam wash and antibacterial spray after, clean most of it out. And usually when they come back, inks are bright, because it's, like I said, it's not, if that's the skin, when you're punching ink in, you punch it in and you're depositing it there and just leaving a hole. So when you're doing somewhere else and you wipe the colour across, all it does is just fill the top of the hole, basically. It's not deposited where it should be to lock in. So I've never really had skin staining. Yeah, lost you. Oops, lost you. Stream down. Back up. I think what it was, I pressed the wrong button on screen, guys, and I knocked myself up. I don't know whether the stream went off, but I just pressed the wrong button and I went off the screen. But I'm back. But it gets muddy quickly. It can get muddy quickly, yeah. Oh, Bacco, what's this? What's your opinion on this? Ephemeral temporary tattoos that last about a year. Is this good for the industry? Because you'll know they'll be back for another after it fades. Or is it just plain stupid? Oh, I don't know. I can see the good, I can see the bad. I suppose for somebody that's a bit iffy, whether they want a tattoo or not, I can see it being a good idea as to whether they can have one on and if they're going to like it. and with the thought, so well, if I don't like it, it will come off. I can also see the bad that then people think, well, I can keep that on for a good 6 months, 8 months, 12 months. I can change it. I can get bored of my tattoos. I can get bored of them. I can have come off, no painful removal, no laser removal, don't cost a fortune, and I can go have something else put over the top. So yes, it could be good, it could be bad in each. I've never really taken much notice on them. Again, I'm sorry guys if you can hear the rain. It's just absolute arse wiping it down. So there is good, there is bad. I don't think it's stupid. I don't think it's stupid. I think it's like anything else. I don't think it'll ever replace proper tattoos, permanent stuff. It could be a bit of a fad, could be a bit of a trend, could come in, go out. But again, like we say, it could be that good for somebody that wants a permanent tattoo, but they're a bit unsettled as to whether to go ahead. They can have one put on, see whether they like it. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Roger that. Marked, how are you doing, Marked? Glad you could make it, buddy. There we go. Anonymous, I don't know whether you've tried this. Kenneth Brawler. Real Skin seems to be the best for colour. So Real Skin, the brand, Fake Skin. He's saying it seems to be best for colour. I don't really know about the best fake skins and everything. So it's just one of them things. It's going to be a little bit trial and error. I do know from bits of experience that they can muddy up easily, but on Real Skin they can do the same, but they don't healing. It doesn't. They don't healing. It doesn't seem to healing. Right on. True Skin is great to work with on black and grey. What we got here, Anonymous? Anything cut these skins clean? What do you mean? Cutting them up with a pair of scissors? Does that not work? Cleaning them, as Mara says, and I've said it till I'm blue in the face, I swear by it. And I've seen people now telling other people on other streams in comments, baby oil, again, and I will say it, baby oil. Always worked for me, cleans and brilliant, without too much bleaching going on. Doesn't per se remove the excess stencil, but cleaning the skin, getting the muddiness off and everything seems to work for me. What's that? Is that tattoo ink on your right thumb? No, you know what that is. I don't smoke ganja, but I smoke too many cigs. That's from shall we say a self-proclaiming fags and coffee addict. I think that's all I run on is cigs and coffee. Whereas it is, mate, like I say, before I come on, the heavens opened, I couldn't even hear myself thinking here, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, I'm even going to do this live. And then it has calmed down a little bit, but it just keeps flaring up, does rain. And unfortunately, I'm in a conservatory, and I don't know whether, let's have a look. Look, that's my roof, plastic polycarbonate roof. So that's what I get to sit and listen to it drumming on. So I do apologise, guys, if it becomes too much, then we'll just cut the stream short if it's driving you nuts. My wife has Hawkeyes, yeah. Plus I have the same thumb. Yeah, you want like that. That's me. I'm usually them two. I'm usually on them two with my cigs. But that's something. Dave's in the house. Let's welcome Dave. Let's welcome Dave in and wish him a speedy recovery. I know he's back on tattooing. He's Dave, and I'm sure he's going to give us some shit in the stream tonight. But he's, like I say, he's recovering, or he's telling us he's recovering from post-op. I actually think he's still got the look of shock horror on his face when his wife Alicia told him how much it was going to be to settle his bet of steak and lobster when he moved to Texas. I think that's why it is. That's why he don't want to come on. He's still got that shock horror on his face. How you doing, Dave? I hope everything's okay, buddy. I hope you're having a great weekend. Timbert's got on. Personally, don't like real skin, pound of flesh, better to me, easy to work with. You see, again, it's like machines. Machines, real skin, cleaning them, fake skin, and everything. It's preference. Everything is subject to your own preference. People can only give you their own experiences. But again, like I said, I use the Topt. I use the Ambition Topt all day, every day. I'm using a 4.5mm cam. I'm running 7.2, 7.5 volts. I'm doing colour, black and grey, line work and everything. Love it. So easy to use. Jeremy's got it. He's struggling. He's struggling with a 4mm cam. Yeah, I think it was it Anonymous or somebody else that's on here? They're loving theirs. So it is a little bit subjective as well. But again, all we can do is give you our honest opinions, not from somebody that's paying us to make an ad or tell you about their product, because some of them, like you, will only want you to say good things, review good things or whatever. But hey, it's I don't have any of that. I'm not monetized. I don't make any money or anything off YouTube whatsoever. So, like the Topt, I bought it out of my own money, used it in the shop. Cool. I mean, Mike's got he's had fun tattooing on fake skin. It will help you needle skin skills. God, I need holiday. Backer, what we got here? Backer. I came across these clear transfer papers on Instagram. They say it makes it easier to place when doing cover-ups and whatnot. You've seen them? Yes, I have seen them, Backer. I've not used them. I don't know whether it was Jason that we're on about them before on another stream. I can see it making a lot of sense on cover-ups. For normal tattooing, everyday tattooing, I don't think it's really going to make any difference for placement. But for cover-ups, I can see it making a big difference because you can see through, you can get on. But then again, usually, if you're covering something up this big, you're going to cover it with at least something this big. So you've got a little bit of wiggle room. You've got a little bit of room to move around with. Plus, if you put it on, make enough reference marks, you're generally okay. But I have seen them. They do look cool especially for covered up work. Mike says, Mike, that's what I use. I'm assuming, Mike, that's when you say that's what you use. It's the clear transfer paper. Anonymous. He's got his first real skin client coming up. I'm a little nervous, but stoked. To be honest, if you said you wasn't nervous, you'd be lying. Everybody gets nervous, and especially when you're transferring over and you're new to it and you're new to real skin, it's one of them. The more you do, the more confident you get, the less nervous you become. It was weird because even when I opened my own shop, and I've been tattooing for ages, and then I opened my own shop under my own name, and it was solely down to me. My first clients, I was nervous again because it was all mine. And it's just the weird things that you've just got to get into the zone, get some music on or whatever, boom, do it. Casey, how you doing? Have a fab time away. I definitely will. I am looking forward to it. Thank you very much. I think when I'm back, I think first live then is probably going to be Sunday 14th. Hopefully I'm back on with Dave, and Dave's live and feeling better by that time. But it's day's recovery is paramount first. And Tim was just showing, welcome Dave, hope the best, looking forward to the next video. What's that? Have I packed my knickers yet? All packed, all done. Speedos, thong, you know what I mean? Baby oil. I will make sure I get a space on that beach for me to lay out with nobody wanting to get too close. So you just know how it's going to go. I've never had my cigarettes like I was pinching the palm roll. Cool. Tanner, I was just wondering, how do you handle a situation when someone passes out? I've had it. Now, usually we get them back round. Just leave them. They will come back round. But once they come back round, I will. They'll get half an hour, 45 minutes before they'll start chatting again. They need to compose themselves. They need to get some liquids inside them. They need to get some sugar inside them and everything. Also, just a fun fact. And a lot of tattoo artists will tell you that the other thing you have got to watch out for when people pass out, and it's predominantly females, if they pass out when they come down, they can actually wet themselves. So that's another thing to watch out for, believe it or not. They lose bladder control. So, but generally, they're okay, but we do give them half an hour, 45 minutes, like get liquids back into them, full colour, get them up, moving around, walking around, get some food into them, and then get him back down. What's this? Speaking of having any issues with battery time, thinking when I got is bad. Anonymous, what were the tops? I get, when I first got the batteries, the Quark batteries, I'd probably get 5-6 hours max with them. But then once I probably got 10 or 20 cycles through them and got them conditioned, I get 7 or 8 hours. I can do 4 or 5 hours and then lose two bars on battery. But generally, no. When I first got them, they did drain a little bit quick. But like once I got about 20 cycles through them, the actual condition of them came up. So that were good. And what we got here? Where's? I think once you find the sweep with the stroke of the machine and the voltage combined with hand speed, it all comes together. It does. That is the key. The ultimate key to tattooing is getting a machine that can do the job, and then matching that machine with your hand and your voltage and everything, and sticking with it for a while. That is the key to learning and pushing through it. What we got here? First time it rang good. Had it on charge like 3 hours. Next piece lasted maybe 2 hours at 8.3. 8.3 is quite high, isn't it? But it seems low. 2 hours at 8.3. All depends on what needles you're pushing as well, on what stroke, Anonymous. But like I say, I've put some cycles through it. But I won't get him 5 hours out of mine. But then again, I'm only using 6.9 to 7.5. Well, even less at some points. I can get down to as low as 6.5. Anywhere between 6.5 and 7.5 max is my voltage that I use on mine. What we got? Yeah, like Casey says, yeah, that's crap. As I say, I get better. 2 hours is definitely bad. I do get a lot better. I do get a lot better. hoping to be back sometime mid-month. Fingers crossed, Dave. I'm sure I think they're all chomping at a bit, Dave. I think they're all chomping at a bit. I know that they've been, and I've had a few messages. We're getting alive. We're doing a critique. And I'm like, so we moved it back on the Dave's channel. I did say at the beginning of this stream, if there was enough of you floating about on this stream and you wanted to send a little piece at back end of this stream, I'll put the email address up and I'd have a look at a few pieces at back end of this stream. But generally, I'm just holiday mode. Bullshit, banter, ask questions, chat. As long as chat on the right-hand side keeps me going, I'll sit here, drink coffee, look ugly, and destroy screen on your TV or phone, whichever you're watching. What's that? Way too many visuals. Way too many visuals on what? Have I missed something? Or am I getting blowback off one of Smoke's be right back moment? It's showing it's charging. It don't have a way to test it. Maybe it's charging again. Now, Anonymous, when you put your battery on charge and you plug it in, once it's charged, it turns itself off. But read your instructions, because it specifically says be careful with your chargers as well, because your chargers only need to be between 1 amp and 2 amp maximum. And I know some chargers are rated for, rapid charging phones, but it does say in the instructions, and I have read it somewhere, that a 1 amp to 2 amp charger maximum use on the batteries. Although, and I'm just quoting what it said in the instructions on my batteries, that's all. I just use a 2 amp bog standard charger. I know some phone chargers, some chargers are rated out to high speed charge phones through USB-C cables. So maybe just some. Glad you've packed the baby oil. Might find it useful. Depends in what way, Casey. Depends in which way. Is it to clear the beach, or is it a combination of baby oil and blue pills? Don't know. We are on holiday, So, what else we got? Why does my freaking screen keep shitting the bed? Tibbets, I've learned so much from your channel, and now on this channel. I'm guessing you're talking to Dave there, Tibbets, because he's got a lot more on his channel. And that, especially if you're learning, he's got your needle depths, speeds, everything, all them videos over there to the point that, and I know I've spoke with Dave and this, that, and other, but it's like, how many times can you make videos on these? You can't reinvent the wheel. You just cannot reinvent it. It's one of them. Kenneth, I tell them if they pass out, I'll drag them to the end of the street. Yeah, only problem is, Ken, if you drag them to end of the street, they're like, when they wake up, get up and walk off and just not pay you, mate. That's the only problem. Look, Anonymous, Rob must have a talk. He says, I've done 3 pieces of mine with a tattoo of 5 hours and still has 2 bars on. Rob, that's same as what I'm getting, buddy. I did find when I first got it at the 5 hour mark, 4 5 hour mark, I went down to maybe 1 bar. But then when I've got more cycles through it, I'm now only down at half charge at 5 hours. And all right, my needle groupings, I'm probably pushing. Biggest I'll be pushing is probably a 15 curve mag and a 14 round shader, but it's still quite a decent sized needle grouping. Speedo and thongs, that's me. You've got me busted. Jason, so what green you guys use? I tried Viking Atomic Green, it sucks. I've got Radiant Lime Green. That is cool. Radiant Lime Green. I was using world famous lime green. Oh, even weather. I was using radiant lime green before that. I was using world famous lime green before that, and it was good. But this time I bought radiant lime green, so much better. I'm predominantly using 10s, finding it hard to get them. Not people are stocking them so much now. So what I've done is, this time I bought a load of radiant inks, and every single radiant ink that I bought this time round, bang on, superb, rich in pigment, easy to use, and I'm liking them. I'm liking them. So I am gonna, when I get back, I am gonna order some more. But if you wanted a bright green, that's what I've used, Jason. I have used the radiant lime green. Where's you the CNCP 6 machine voltage, just 6 4mm stroke for line, and I found it is the sweet spot for that machine. Bonus, mate. Obviously, you've played with the machine on fake skin or whatever, different needles, up, down, voltage round, your hand speed. Your hand speed isn't really going to change much because that's how you're going to beat to start with. And then you've just held in there with your machine, tried voltages up, tried voltages down, found out what works best and is consistent for you, and all good stuff. Anonymous. Yeah, 1.8 amp. Yeah, should be good. Just a standard standard cheap, crappy phone charger. That's all I use. Like I said, I was only just spouting what it did say in instructions. I didn't know, but obviously you're using a lower ampage charger. What we got here, mate? Dynamic lime green. Dynamic lime green. Okay, trying to find a real bright green. Yep. Oh God. Like I said, radiant lime green working for me for a bright green. And then if you want it even brighter, Jason, if I want an even brighter green than that, what I will use is either a golden yellow or a lemon yellow, and I will pick the lime green up, put a bit of golden or a bit of lemon yellow in it. It will make it even lighter, even brighter. Will that? There we go. Somebody's got on here. Marked tattoos. There's another one, Jason. Likes eternal nuclear green. It's so bright. In fact, actually, Mark, let me write that down. I need to write that down, buddy, because I'm going to look at that one. That's eternal. What did you say it was? Nuclear. I'm a sucker for greens, so it's if you look at my colour collection, I've got more greens than anything else, I think. With tattoo inks, to make a bright green, could use a lemon yellow with a few drops of lime green. Yeah, like I said, golden yellow. I find golden yellow is good for brightening up, really brightening up. And what I do, I prefer to work in colour, and if I'm doing a custom colour, I always mix a big pot. I always get my biggest pots out, even if I think, because I want to make sure I've got enough, and I'd rather throw it away. And then I'll have my base colours, my custom colours, my tints, my tones, and then I'll have them, and I'll use out of that lot as well as mixing. I use straight base colours, custom colours, and I mix it tube as I'm going along as well to get anywhere in between. Josh, how you doing? What we got? Hey, everyone joining in. what are we talking about so far? Sorry you're late. Don't need to be sorry you're late. You turned up, buddy. I appreciate you turning up, mate. I do appreciate you turning up, Josh. It's nice that you're in. We just general banter, bullshit. Anything to do with tattooing. You've got any questions? Boom, slap it in chat. I'll try answer them. People asking about colours, inks, machines, voltages, anything. Just bang it in chat. Like we've said before, the only stupid question is the one that you don't ask, buddy. And if you get bored of doing that, just do like everybody else does, and they just start taking piss out of me. Mike Parish mix with white. The only problem with mixing with white, Mike, is it. How can I put it? Mixing it with white takes some of the brightness away. Whereas if you mix it with a yellow, it will keep it bright and vivid. It will you know what I mean? It's you just tinting and toning with white, just shades. Whereas if you're adding another colour to it, you will still get a vivid brightness. That's why I usually using white for muting stuff, and I try not to use black in any of my colours because it turns them muddy. Try to use dark colours, dark question and everything. So that's what I try to do. Brandon, how you doing, mate? Glad you could make it. Join in. Feel free. Fire it all in chat, buddy. Oh, Casey, what we got? Okay, question. Using mags, packing colour, packing colour higher voltage because of more needles or lower to pack slower and smoother. Right. This is twofold, is this, Casey? Again, this goes back to preference. If you think about me, I like working colour. So, 1 stroke, 4.5 millimetre. It's a direct drive. 15 mag. I will basically sit at about 7.4, 7.5 voltage. And what I've started doing lately is not adjusting my voltage, adjusting my hand speed. So if I've got 7.4 volts in or 7.5 volts in and a 15 mag, and I'm going and I'm finding it's not packing too well, I slow my hand down. It's a fine line between if you speed it up too far, because if you speed up too far and put too much voltage in and then slow your hand down as well and keep going, you will chew the skin up. You will turn the skin to hamburger meat. They will have the roughest heel. You will scar them and everything. And one good thing, if you ever think you may have overworked somebody a little bit, use second skin on them. Use second skin on them, put it on. Tell them to keep it there for up to 5 days, as long as I can, up to 5 days. It gets the plasma behind it, it heals. It basically stops it from drying out and scabbing properly. It will help. It will dramatically help that. But generally, what I would say to you is, if you're using mags to start with, try slowing down, because if you are colour packing is a slow and laborious job, and you've got to get into knowing how to colour pack first. It's like lining. You'll start with your hand speed and everything slow, and then as you get a bit more confident, you edge things up. Well, colour packing, you need to learn to colour pack properly, whether you shovel technique or whether you're in circular motions. It's one of them. The other thing that is key with colour packing, Casey, as well, is making sure you pick the right set of needle groupings to pack an area with. If you've got an area this big, or shall I say this big, you can get away with a 7 curve mag. If you've got an area this big and you're packing it in with colour, you're going to be into 20s. You're going to be into 20 odd mags. There's no point in putting a 7 in to colour that in, because you're going to be going over it and over it and over it. and you just lightly just chop the skin to bits. But what I do is I probably keep your voltage the same. You can keep your voltage the same or drop it down a little bit, but get used to slowing your hand down to start with and consistently getting the motion of packing and how to pack first before you start romping your voltage up and risking a chance of chewing the skin up and turning the skin into hamburger meat and giving it a really rough heel. And that, but like I say, it's just something you need to get into the flow of just packing first. I don't know what voltage you're using. I don't know what voltage you're using on what machine, because the other thing as well is you don't know whether it's a direct drive. I don't know whether it's a swash plate drive. I don't know how powerful you sort of motor in. I've seen it, so that's another thing. You know what I mean? That's why you just gotta you just gotta feel it out. But I would generally say just drop your voltage a little bit, because you're going to go after the areas multiple times and it's going to be so slow. So to start with, drop your voltage and just slowly work it in, slowly work it in. Because what you'll do is you'll work it in your working area, you'll start another area, work that in, and then when you wipe, after a few minutes, the first area that you've been, then you will more than likely see where you've not got. So then you're going to have to go back over and repack them areas. Generally 2 passes, you're going to have solid colour packed in with right technique. And that. Danik, how you doing, buddy? Just woke up from his afternoon nap. I'll tell you what, mate, surprised you woke up supping beers out of that size of glass, a picture that you sent us. I'm surprised you're not comatose for evening, buddy. What else we got? Would you advise to drag the tube on my first try? No. You're on about riding tube. Leave yourself a little bit of needle hang. That way, then you're going to be able to see. You're going to be able to see, get up to the line, and you leave yourself a little bit of needle hang, Casey. You're going to feel it better. You're going to feel the machine working better, and you're going to see it. Whereas the problem, you colour packing right tube to start with. You're going to right tube, and you're going to think, I'm there, I'm in the spot. And you're going to be doing it. It's going to be like, oh, it's not in. Just your needle. Whereas if you lift yourself a little bit of needle hang and you can see them, especially if you're used to working with needle hang, and that it's like, I would say try leave yourself a little bit of needle hang. You'll feel it on your needles, and that way then as well you can see getting up to your lines. What's you got here? It's a swash drive, so it's going to be a bit lighter. 3s and 5s around 7.2 for my 3s and 5s book pin lines. So yeah, I mean even that's quite high on a 3 to 5, but no, especially for book pin lines. So if you're going into standard needles, I'll be honest with you, swash plate drive, going into standard needle, if you're running standard needles and standard configurations or book pin mags, I would probably for you start at least bump it to 7.5 on a swash drive, because it's only going to feel like 7, and then you're just going to up it and down it. I'd just probably start at a 7.5 volt, because it's going to have a machine. I don't know what machine it is either that you're using. Whereas, have you noticed that some clients takes it? Yes. Oh, this is a topic whereas on its own, mate. This is a complete topic on its own. And there's another topic to it as well. I have people that take ink amazing, whether they're young, old, or anything. You can just it's like butter. It's like an up knife through butter. The ink is just glorious to put in. And then I've got some people that for one reason or another, it doesn't stay. And I have a young girl, she gets tattooed to be tattooed, and no matter what I do, whether it's a big tattoo or a little tattoo, it will take me twice as long to tattoo her than anybody else, because her skin does not like taking ink. And I've tried speeding up, slowing down, different inks, different needle configurations, everything. It just does not. So now, because I know her skin and it's going to take longer, I have a tendency to slow the machine down, work slower over her so that I'm not chopping at her bits, so that when I come over the second time or whatever, it just goes in. The other one that you'll find, and I don't know whether you've had it, I know Dave's in chat, so Dave might back me up. I don't know whether you've had this. Right, and I've just had it again this week, and it's not so many. I've had clients that are coming in having a sleeve and a tattoo brilliant. Tattoo fantastic. And the guy that come in, I felt so bummed for him. I had to stop the session. His skin was not liking on this particular day, even though the sessions he's had before has been fine. This session, and we've done nothing different. This session, his skin did not like being tattooed. It told me. It got irritated. It got a little bit inflamed, super red, speckly. It was bleeding a little bit more. This, that, and other. To the point, in the end, I had to cut his session. Short. He was fine, couldn't think. And that's another thing that happens. As a tattoo artist, you are responsible for that client's skin. It's not just a case of he's in for a full arm piece. He's getting that full arm piece no matter what, because at some point you will come across it. The skin, the client's fine, you're fine. The skin isn't. It's had enough. And part of your job is to be able to read that, tell that what's happening, and say, unfortunately, I cannot go no further because, one, to get this ink in now, I'm going to chop your skin to bits. Your skin's good. You're going to have a rough time healing, if not, because your skin's, like I say, getting angry. The likelihood is that you're not going to heal very well. I'm going to have to go over it again, and you're just wasting your client's money. You're wasting your time, and that's just another thing. That's one of his mates has rhino skin and always needs a touch-up. Well, what I do is when they come in, Mark, what I do is when I come in, they're coming for consultation. If the skin's like that, I'm like, for the week, before you come in, you need to moisturize that skin twice a day. Otherwise, it's going to be an absolute nightmare. You can tell. It's usually a lot of people that work outside, and that is, and weather-beaten skin is like that, especially if in construction or any manual trades. But I always say to them, moisturize. You're going to have to moisturize living health for a week out of that skin. Give me half a chance. I've just seen one here. Rob, how you doing, bud? It's all frustrating when everything starts out great, but by the end, the skin says no more. Yeah, Rob, I get it. We was down for doing 2 pieces of a sleeve, 2 sections of it. I managed to get one part done, the Brooklyn Bridge, but the skin, it was like, and it wasn't super detailed. There was quite a lot of open space left in this. There was only like shading in it, but his skin was just like, I've had enough. And the other piece that was left to do, which was the Statue of Liberty, was probably going to take me another 4 hours. And I can't take that chance. I just was not willing to take that chance of my client going away and one, him having a bad heel, 2, it not healing properly, and me having to touch it back up, 3, me having to touch it back up again and wasting his money, and me struggling to get that ink into his skin. So I decided to cut the session short just for the sake and the safety of his skin. Jason, yeah, I'm finding out the hard way about different skin types. Well, my sons didn't like taking ink. Yeah, I mean, what I would say to you, Jason, if that's the case, and they don't like taking ink, first thing I usually do, Jason, is slow everything down. Give a little bit more needle hang, but then slow everything down. Basically, then just a hand speed down, just give it more chance to deposit that ink in the layer where it is. I know it's not the best thing, and it's not what you more than likely want to hear, but that's my first option when I'm struggling. Is I'll go slower rather than faster. Just 1 minute, guys. No, we're down off there. But I always go slower first before I go faster, because I know the risk of going faster. If you go faster and you speed your machine up and everything, but then don't get it right, you've got the chance of just chopping the skin to crap. And once the skin's chopped up and they're bleeding like a stuck pig, all that you put in there, some of it's going to get washed back out and everything. But just, that's why I always go slower first. Hey up, Pommy. How you doing, buddy? Down under. Managed to get here. I guess you got your painting done. That ship better be painted. It's getting set to sail next week, Pommy. Don't need you holding the job up. But like I said, you will always come across it, Jason. And like I said, first area I go for is slowing down rather than speeding up, because once you speed up and you've chopped them up, that is it. Game over. Game over. Is that you've either scarred them, they're not going to be all right, they're just going to puke it all back out, and they're just not going to come back to you, are they? Let's be right. Danny, no, I haven't done out, mate. Because, like I say, and as the thumbnail says, that's it. I'm done. I'm out of here. Finished in the shop, buddy, and everything. Because I'm due to go on holiday on Tuesday, so I finished in the shop. This is the last live stream until I come back, which is then probably the 14th, because I'm away. So I just haven't done out, mate. It's just like whoosh. Everything's up at the top of my head. It can go. All that crap can wait until I get back. When I get back, I'll decide what I'm going to do. Unless I get bored on holiday, then I might order it and it might beat me on. Oh, not yet. Another week and it'll be sailing off. You holding your job up, Pommy? Is it you? What we got, Jason? Yeah, I'm going to have to touch his up. His skin just didn't like it, so instead of eating up, I stopped, and we'll go over it again. Yeah, especially if it's your son, mate. There's no point. Like I say, it's just a dick move. To be fair, it's a proper dick move. Is that to chop somebody's skin up and crank your machine up, trying to get them in, knowing that their skin has had enough. It is a proper dick move. Is that? And that's just somebody that don't give a flying fart about the client and just wants the money out at the end of the session. And going on from there on in, likelihood of them is they ain't going to come back to you. But yeah, you probably got the best way. There we go. Perry, how you doing, my mate? Looking at the Dragonaut website. Our round magnums. Yes. Perry, in my other links, in my other videos, and my other stuff underneath, there is a link to the Dragonaut site that I use. I've been using them for years. They are round magnums, especially the Mast Pros and everything. That is the one. I've never had a problem with them. They've been great. Shipping's been great. It's not taken long. I do have a promo code in there that you are free to use on either cartridges, machines, or anything. I'm not getting out off it, but you guys will just save 10% off your order. And ayo, if you can keep 10% in your pocket, why not? Why not do it? But yes, to answer your question, the round magnums are the same as curved magnums. They just lifts are different because they have round liners, round shaders, round magnums, and I think it's flat mags, but it's the round magnums. But you're welcome. I'm glad if I can, I can save you a bit of money, mate. Bonus, my job's done. Use it, and like I say, whether you want any cartridges, in fact, anything that's on that site, you will save 10% on. I wouldn't say buy the inks off that site because I don't know what their compliance is. Like we have EU REACH compliant, everybody else has different standards. But they do machines. I don't know. I think they do battery packs, cartridges. They even do grip wraps, another bit like that. But it should work on anything that you buy on that one. Yeah, holding it up. I'm old like you, and we don't move as fast as when we were 21. You're right there, Pommet. You are definitely right there. The other thing as well is, up here, you still think you're 21, and you still try and do stuff that you still try doing stuff as if you are 21. But then it's like your body goes, "Hey, up your fat, pack it in," and that you're 50 odd. It's now going to take you a week to recover from that 4 hours of stupidity, and I've done that one. So now, no, it's boom. It's one of them. I just, like you, Pommy, like you say, you get to a certain age. Tortoise and hare syndrome, innit? At this age, and when I was younger, when I get to this age, mate, tortoise, steady wins all the time. Yeah, Pommy, but don't buy your inks. The crap. I've never used them. I wouldn't advise anybody to buy inks from, shall we say, unbranded inks, and especially if you don't know, and that. I try to stick to stuff, inks from suppliers, well-known suppliers within my own country, because I just don't know what's in them. It's like you say, I don't know what they're allowed to get away with putting in them, this, that, and other. I just don't. So I'd never advise anybody to buy inks from places like that. It's but the needles, machines, your grip wraps, stuff like that, it's all there. You can all get. You can just use the code, and you'll save yourself about $1. And why not? Everything's going on. It's like I say, it's better in your pocket. Jason, thank you for reminding everybody. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. I would appreciate it. It's a new channel, and you guys bullied me into getting my own channel. I was happy coasting along on Dave's channel on a Sunday night and letting him do all the hard work, and I'd just turn up and look ugly on his screen and chat to you guys. But then you got him here about, where's your channel? Have you got one? Are you going to do stuff? So I think after about, and Dave will put me right on this if he's still watching, I think in about 8, 9, 10 months on his channel, I finally succumbed to it and set my own up. Well, I had it anyway, but got it up and running. So at least you guys can do. I'm here for you guys. It don't cost you. At least you can do, just subscribe, press the notification bell, or put me a thumbs up, whatever. It just helps out on YouTube. Spread the word, then all's good. I do appreciate it. Yeah, Pommy says it don't stay in anyway, don't that ink, that China ink. It says it don't stay in, so I don't get it. What I'm going to do, so what I'm going to do, Jason, when I get back, I'm going to set a live stream up. One of these live streams. You've seen me here. You've seen Dave here. You've heard us. You've seen us. You know I'm an old fart. You know Dave's the young whippersnapper. And that. So what we're gonna what we're gonna do when I get back? We're gonna do meet the subscriber, and what we're gonna do is I want you to send an email selfie of yourself along with, and just I'll do an email address along with what country you live in, and basically if you want to, how old you are, because there's no bones. You've seen us, you've seen Dave. I'm old man, Dave's young'un. And we're here every week, so at least now, especially all you guys that are regulars, so it's about time that me and Dave met you. So when I get back, I will put it out there, and then we'll arrange a live to meet the subscribers, and we can do that so you can get best shave, shower, hair gel, you know what I mean? And it's just a case of good picture and everything. Then me and Dave can get to meet you. What we've got here took us long enough, but we are finally convinced to make a channel. Make sure you're a sub so we can see his face get tattooed at 200 subs. You're not facing getting tattooed. I will get tattooed. And it was 250. Go back and watch the thing. You're only pissed, Dave, because you keep saying face tattoo at 200 subs. Yeah. And that. And it's only really because I won't let him live down that he actually owes his wife a steak and lobster, dinner. And it's taken him, I can't remember whether it's 2 years, it might be 3 or 4 years actually. He's still owed this. Surely there's some interest on that now for his poor wife, especially. He just won't cough up. So never to play cards. If you ever come across Dave, never play cards with Dave and leave with him owing you anything, because he won't cough up on his debt. And if you don't believe me, ask his wife. She's still waiting for her steak and lobster. Later, Pommy. Take care, buddy. Amber, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Amber, you're not really missed out. We're just chatting shit. People just putting in comment as per usual. Hope they're having struggles with. Hope they want to ask. If not, take it piss out of me. We're just having crack. I have just said that when I get back, we are having a, shall we say, meet the subscriber, where we're going to, on the email, we're going to get you to take some nice selfie, because you've seen me and Dave all the time. We're going to take a nice selfie, get it sent into email address with your name, your on-screen name, what country you're in, and if you want to, pop your age in, and we're gonna splash you up on screen so everybody knows and they get to meet you, because we've all been here long enough now, and it's all going around long enough now that, hey, why not? Something different. Let's do it. Yeah. Jason's right there. You're bullshit. Already sent a naked picture of myself to Andy. He told me he was going to save it on his computer background. It's on my phone, Danik. It's on my phone, mate. And out of curiosity, Danny, how old are you? Because Danny looks. I thought Danny were old. For some reason, I don't know. I've got it in my head that you were older. You were older, Danny, than what you look in your photo. To be honest, buddy. Rob laughed my ass out. Backer, I'll wax my bald head. No problem. Bring it in. Spit shine. That's it. Just make sure when you take the photo, you haven't got the, direct light on it. Otherwise, if you do, just put a warning on thing. Sunshades required. Something. What we got here? Try my hand at some payback candy. Just need to convince enough people we can get that face tattoo. It's, I tell you. Yeah. Payback. He's trying his best. Oh, I hope I'm going to lose you guys. Come. He's trying his best, is Dave, but it's not going to work until he's done his steak and lobster. Honestly, in all that time, and like I say, it's been that long. It's been that long he's ordered it out, and that there should be some sort of interest on it. Oh, damn it, 41. Looking good, but I tell you what, don't fancy swapping ages, mate, do you? Love to be 41 again. Really would. Make a nice change. Hey, up. Just 1 minute off. Give that. Cheers. Still didn't get big cup, boys. I've still been downgraded. Still been downgraded to little cup. Not allowed a big boys cup. Kenneth, my eyelashes ain't long enough to send a pic into Andy. Get your 3-round liner out. Get your lass to Kenneth. Get your lass to get makeup pencil out and draw some on, buddy. And then we can mark her as well. See whether she's got some point enough. Yeah, Chuck Dave, some love. He's on recovery mode. He's milking it now for everything. Making poor Alicia run round after him. Tell him, oh, it hurts. I'm not feeling well today, love. I've got to go upstairs and watch YouTube and lay on bed while you're downstairs. It's he's milking it because that's what us blokes do. We'd all do the same. We'd all do the same. It's anyway, Danik, why aren't you at work? Thought you'd be at work. Usually at work. Just like my glass of wine, the older it gets, the better it tastes. Yeah, that was some big ass glass for that. Jesus, if I'd have supped to that, I wouldn't have, if I'd have drunk that, I wouldn't have been here tonight. I'd have been flat on my back, comatose. What's that, Dave? Don't let us wait for too long. I'm not right sure. I must be talking. Yeah, must have it in here somewhere. Dave, you've been rumbled. Even your wife, even Alicia, and the boss lady's on here saying you know him too well. Never actually met, only over YouTube. And don't you know it? Called it. He's milking it for everything. He's ligged on his bed watching YouTube while Alicia's looking after the kids, running around, getting them ready for school, to be doing everything. And Dave's going, but it hurts. I'm feeling a little bit under weather today, Alicia. I'm just going to lay here a little bit longer. Oh, yep. We called him. We know it. Another reason to know that, Alicia, is because it's what most blokes would do. Dave's opened it. Oh. We'll go with this one first. Hope to be back mid-move. Dave's opening me back mid-move. Oh, look at that. I've been called out. You're dead to me, Andy. That's it. Dave, that is it. Where's block button? Let me find this block button. Have I got any moderators? Let's get him blocked. We called it. Not bad, that is it. Just we managed to, from opposite sides of the pond, we managed to work out what he's doing. What's we got here? Don't worry, Dave. It's only a matter of a couple of years. Danik. Sod off. I hope I've got a bit more than a few years. That's it. I'll tell you what, this thumbnail's going to be right. I'm off. I'm out of here. I'm going to stay in Spain. I'm not coming back. You can all play on YouTube on your own. I'm going to throw Teddy out at court, go home. And then to make everybody else a bit more annoyed, anybody that sends out in and that, I'm going to splatter your email address all over the screen on YouTube, so that you can moan and whinge and get hate mail and that, and come back and start crying. But like I said, so it's rocking on that. Any more questions? Oh, else? Oh, more on a serious note, because we're heading down the doldrums of, shall we say, debauchery and depravity, and really starting to scrape the bottom of the barrel now with the comment. And I suppose it's only a matter of time before it does take slide even further down. But have we got any more shall we say tattoo related talk, or is it just all bull crap from now on? I did say, I know there were a couple of people said messaged earlier on that they were on about wanting work looking at, and I did say put it in side here, and I put the email address up if you were wanting to look at a couple of pieces of work just this week for anybody that's in the comment. But other than that, if nobody's put out hope, so we'll just keep chatting. Just keep chatting crap, and either my chat's frozen or you guys have gone on a be right back moment and gone quiet. We haven't heard up from smoke for a while, have we? I don't know whether it looks like Jason must be out door dashing. He's gone quiet, either, or he's having food. Is this stream still up? Has it gone quiet? Are we still going? Is it stream still up? But if not, like I said, any more questions? Any more questions? Oh, right, Menno. My client couldn't stomach the pain, so he took some diclofenac, but afterwards the skin wouldn't take ink. Is this normal? Yeah, you shouldn't be doing that, would it? Shouldn't be doing that. Right, look, if they can't take the pain, call them off. Either stop and reschedule. There is a thing, if you're open, Bactine. I use Bactine if the skin's open and it has a little bit of lidocaine in, and it will temporarily numb it, and you can use it a few times. I know Dave, if you ask Dave, and Dave's in the chat, he has a numbing cream that you can put on, the name of a numbing cream that you put on mid-tattoo, but you shouldn't be taking diclofenac, ibuprofens, anything like that mid-tattoo. Basically, you shouldn't be pill popping, mate. Mid-tattoo, not good. It's all going to go wrong. It's all going to go wrong, pal. You know, from there on in. Smoke's still there. There's what we got here. Yeah, I see a lot of artists that has their ink colour collections. Would yours be black and white due to your age? Danik Sodoff. Colour collections? No, it's just like me. Bright, chirpy, full of enthusiasm, everything nice. I've got a really bright, energetic colour collection, and I prefer to work in colour rather than droll black and grey tones, monotones, how to look miserable tones. I prefer a bright tattoo. Malastlia, no problem. I actually thought my stream had gone down. I'll tell you, that's the only reason I asked. Yeah, brother-in-law, yeah. Shouldn't be doing it, buddy. Don't do it. And that. Look, Wes has got one here. Look, painless tattoo spray. Painless tattoo spray gel works while tattooing. Yeah, like I said, I use a Bactine Max. I think Dave uses Bactine Max. I know he has a numbing cream that he can put on halfway through as well. I have tried the Butterlux spray with secret formula that they say good, and all my clients say it's crap in comparison. In comparison to the Bactine, it's nowhere near as effective. So that's just the ramblings and the feedback I've got off my clients. Tell us my shop horror stories. Don't really have no horror stories back in, because I try to weed them out before the start, mate. Biggest thing you have, horror stories. The biggest thing you have, a lot of clients, is I'd say idiots, but that's a wrong terminology. It's people wanting stuff that is not going to translate into a tattoo, that are being stubborn, being obstinate, won't listen to you, and are insistent on wanting that tattoo. To the point sometimes it's like, it's not going to translate, I'm not going to be a part of it, off you go find somebody else. It's not my thing. We've had a few fainters. I've had some stinky clients. We've had some, oh my God, some really stinky clients to the point they have literally smelled the studio out. And when I say smell the studio out, I mean my room, reception, waiting area, the piercing, and they've just come through and they've been rank. And I mean absolutely rank. And that for me is the worst out of the lot, because you know that you're going and somebody else is handling you, and you either top off or whatever. And oh my God, get a shower, get a wash, get some deodorant on, or do what. And I swear to God, some of them don't. For the sake of conversation, what's your healing process when it comes to advising clients after a tattoo? Do you prefer second skin or just pen? Quite simple. When I'm finished tattooing, I'll first clean them down. I have a foaming soap, which is just a little bit gentler on skin, and it gets more, and it cleans better and cleans any staining off better than anything else, than green soap or anything. So I'll clean them down with that. Then once that's done, I will spray them down, a bit of Bactine, rub it in, give it 90 seconds, wipe it off, and get them to dry. Then I'll give them some tissue, I'll give them 10 minutes and get them to pat dry and get the skin dry. And wherever I can, I will always use second skin, for the simple reason is this stuff and the healing process is phenomenal. And what I say to the client, and I try to get the skin dry, and I try to get as much build up off the skin and try stem it as much as I can before I put the second skin on. And then what I'll say to the client is the second skin can stay on. Once I've got it on, the second skin can stay on for up to 5 days. And whilst this 5 days is on, you may get a bit of an ink sac and plasma and fluid, which is good. It promotes healing. It's not affecting your tattoo. It's not, because it might look black and gooey and gammy and all sorts. It's not staining any colours or anything. It's actually promoting healing. And you can virtually guarantee that if they can keep it on for the 5 days, when they come out of it and they wash it and they dry it and let it dry before they put some cream on, that I guarantee you that they're going to be 90% healed, at least. They're going to be 90% to 95% healed when they come out of it. They'll just have a tiny little bit of flaking, as last little bit does. I have said to people, I have had a couple of people that the second skin is irritated. If you feel like it's irritating, unfortunately, you're going to have to take it off straight away and pick up your cleaning and creaming regime. Once you do take it off, I always ask them if they can use antibacterial hand soap, warm water, wash it down a few times. Always dry it with paper towel, kitchen towel. Press it dry with paper towel, kitchen towel, or something. Do not use a hand towel. Do not use a bath towel. Always use paper towel, kitchen roll, whatever. Don't use toilet roll. It's too soft. It sticks to your skin. But kitchen towel, paper towel, press it dry. Once it's dry, let it dry 5 minutes. Then put some cream in. Make sure you rub the cream in. It's not a case of just glossing it over top, because then it just becomes a dust magnet for crap to stick to it. But rub it in. And with the cream, you're better off with slightly less than too much, because too much is just garbage. And then I also tell them, do not use any Vaselines, E45 pseudo creams or anything like that. I try to keep them to anything as natural as possible. Natural ointments, coconut butter, or something like that. I've had a lot of clients come back, and believe it or not, I feel amazing using Aveeno. But we also did a little bit of an experiment on one of my clients. Said, "You were up for it?" I told her loads of times, and then this particular time, I says to her, "Put on the fake false skin." Kept it on for 5 days, even with the ink sac behind it. And when she took it off and she come back for the next session, you could actually see the colours was actually kept slightly brighter through the healing with the plasma and everything. But whenever I can, I always use it. I've even done full chest pieces and slammed a multi-piece. And if you're doing a towel this big, what I would say, best way, in case getting ink is one this big, put a nice big square on it over the top, so they've got plenty of area around it, so that stuff don't leak out. And always try to get a bigger overlap as you can onto good skin, untattooed skin. That way, then there's less chance of leakage. Smoke, yeah. It's got the name of a good spray. It's called "Don't Be a Bitch, You Wanted Some Ink." Yep. Have you ever used a cheaper second skin from Amazon and it has good? Mark, yes. And I don't know where you are. I've got a link to some second skin. It's on Amazon. Honestly, my clients love it. And it comes in, what does it come in? 33 foot long rolls by 8 inches wide. This shit is massive. It is massive. And you can actually, they do various sizes, but the one that I've got an 8 inch, because I've got some 8 inch wide, 4 inch wide, 3s and 2s. And I've got some really expensive stuff, and I've got some of the cheaper stuff. And my clients always ask me to put the cheaper stuff on, because the more expensive stuff, they say is shit. It don't stay well, it don't work as well, or anything. And I have got a link. Hit me up on Instagram, mate. Send me a message on Instagram. I will more than happy send you the link to what I'm using. I will send you the link to what I'm using, and it's so inexpensive. It is so inexpensive. My clients love it. Never had a complaint. And since I've gone on this one that I'm using now, I've never had a reaction to it. But what I will say to you is, it sticks like shit to a blanket. It does stick like shit to a blanket. So once your skin's dry and you've got the build-up on, you put it on. It really, really does, and it sticks really well. And I just have to say to the client, look, it is normal that when you take it off, make sure like I say to all my clients, make sure they're either in the bath or in the shower and warm it up. When you take it off, you can get a little bit of sticky residue around it, like any other second skin. But just make sure you're in the shower and the bath to take it off, because it is really does stick well, does this one. Lubriderm, no say, don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, Danny. I've never heard of it, mate. Avino, yeah, I've had clients that swear by it. Oh, Mark, oh, you're in Essex. Good, yeah, you can get it on Amazon. I'm in UK, I'm in Leeds, so you get it in Amazon. Look, hit me up on, hey up. Text. Is my banner gone off top of the screen? Or whatever. I don't know where my banner's gone. So I want to say, hit me up on the old Insta whammy, and I'll send you a link, bud. I will send you a link. Oh, it's there at the top. There's my IG. There's YouTube. Like I say, smash a like if you like it. No problem. I'd appreciate either a subscription, thumbs up, ring notification bell so you don't miss out. That way then, all's good. Just helps me along on YouTube. How do you approach watercolor tattoo to make light shades mixing with white water, less pressure? Casey, there's two ways of doing watercolor, and one's in the title, watercolor. You can dial up and down if you want to start like that. Basically, take your mag out, bush, put it in clean water, pick a bit of ink up, instantly got watercolor. It's diluted down, it's going to go in thinner, you can work it in. If you wanted to mix colours up, you're just mixing colours exactly the same as anything else. So as we was on about the greens earlier on, if you wanted a bright green, you could pick up a lime green, and if you wanted it better, you could pick up some golden yellow, pick up a bit of clean water, you've got a bright green. The other way of doing it, which I do, is use full pigment, and I use full pigment, no dilution, and it's watercolor effect, and it's just how you put it in. Lighter strokes, like to put it in. You put it in everywhere in places and just work it out. And I generally use edge of a 15 mag when I'm putting it in. So they're using all the mag, I use the edge of it, and I can just get it in as if you like, just swirling it in. Use darker colours, lighter colours, and give the illusion of that. And just make sure you massively overlap your colours, your lighter colours, transitioning way into your darker colours, and you've got to be loose. You have got to be really loose. And if Dave's here, he'll attest to this, because the first time he did it, the best advice I could give to you, be loose, be very unregimented, because if you think that colour's to be there, it's not going to work. You're going to come down with a green, and then all of a sudden you're going to put a red into a blue or a purple, and they're all going to overlap. And you need colours that side of each other. They're going to bounce off each colour, but you are going to get colours that you would not necessarily think, and overlap them a little bit. And then when I've done and I've got the basics in, I'll go back and just blend some areas out. And if you want to give it an extra bit of depth, I will probably then, depending on how big the piece is, I might pick 7 round or a 9 round liner up. Use a bit. If I've got, say, like a medium green here or a light green here, I'll go pick a dark green up, and just in edge places, I'll just put a tiny little bit and just round, and it gives like that water drip colour effect. But you've got to be really laid back with it, massively laid back to it with it, and a bit unregimented, overlap, blending. Basically, it's everything opposite to colour packing. Light, you've got to be light with the hand, lightly put it in, pack it in a little bit more in other areas, overlap each other, and it don't matter if it overlaps onto your main design, depending on the effect that you're going for. But be very loose, be very laid back with it. But I use full pigment because at the end of the day, it's a watercolor effect. But me knowing I'm using full pigment, I know that it will take it, the pigment will stay better. It won't bleach out and as quick as if using a diluted pigment, just like your black and greys. Because if you're diluting it down, it will go in a bit darker. But then as it heals, it will heal lighter and a bit more muted. Whereas if you use full pigment, it doesn't. Whereas I've used A&D ointment, Aquaphor, and Neosporin. I've heard of them, never really used them, and that. But again, it's just each and every tattoo artist and person and knowing what they heal. But what I will say to you is, what I would say is listen to your tattoo artists, because they have their own way that they want you to look after their tattoos that they've put into you, to get the best results for their work, to heal the best. Don't be listening to your aunties, uncles, brothers, dogs, goldfish, or whatever, or somebody, or Facebook Karen, or anything like that. Don't be listening to them. You shouldn't be listening to them. You should always listen to your tattoo artist. There's a big question here. How do you drink your coffee? Black, sugar, creamer? It is white. It is white, no sugar. So I don't know what you call it over there, but it's strong. It's a easiest way to think. There's no sugar, and I prefer it like an Americano, white Americano. So I don't know what you'd call it over there, Dave, but it's just white with milk in. We don't really use creamer over here. It's milk, Dave, and I can't drink none of that full cream crap or whatever it is in your coffee. It's I'm a semi-skimmed, half-fat person. I'm knocking on now. My waistline doesn't need any more fat than it's got. Jason, sugar and milk. For mine, I'm just milk, strong, big, loads of coffee, a little bit of milk. Wes, definitely stay away from Vaseline because it traps the heat. It's not just that, Wes. Vaseline also keeps the pores open, blocks the pores, so it stops it from healing. And it's heavy. It's a heavy petroleum-based product that stops the skin from healing, keeps it moist, so it keeps the pores open. Therefore, slows your healing down, and the ink has got more time to come out. And with it being a massive petroleum-based, it has been known to bleach ink a little bit. It's just a big no-no. It's only there we only use it putting in to block the pores up, so it's easy to clean the ink off when you're tattooing, but it should all be thoroughly cleaned off after, and it just helps just to lubricate the skin a little bit as your needle's banging in backwards and forwards. So, well, I was going to say something, but no, Danny could fall on it. But it's just to lubricate the needles going in and out. What's Dave got? I used to be just sugar, but wife got me on creamer years ago. Oh, sugar, Dave. Sugar's rotten, mate. I can't, honestly, can't do sugar. I haven't had sugar in drinks like that since I was 13. Stopped taking it when about 12 or 13. It was awful. What's it? We have somewhat of a reputation, especially the ladies. Mark Tattoos, what are you doing? Have I missed some here, Mark? Oh, Essex. You're in Essex, aren't you? And yeah. Nickname Mark Tattoos now is just got a new nickname because he's down in Essex. He's just got a new nickname. Just got to now call him Joey. He'll know what I mean. You've got to call Mark's new name. Mark Tattoos. He's got a new name. We'll just call him Joey now. And I'm guaranteed that I'm going to get a lot of grief off him for calling him Joey, chatting a minute. Either that or he's going to piss himself laughing. And I've lost. English, probably tea. No tea. How do you drink coffee at this time? I've got to sleep quite easy, mate. And that I could take one to bed. That's no, because at one point, see them, that size cup, I drink about 20, 22 of them a day, but I was drinking 3 litres of Red Bull as well, on top of that, per day, every single day. And I was taking Red Bull as a drink to bed, to the point that I actually put myself, this is no gospel, I actually put myself in hospital with it. And when they come back, they told me I'd overdosed on caffeine. I actually OD'd on caffeine because I was drinking that much. But coffee don't affect me, it's my poison. It's my main thing, main go-to. Yeah, I get you. Sometimes the only way I can sleep is to drink coffee. It will be. I won't be able to go. It's like now when I finish it, I won't be able to go straight to bed. I'd have to go in, have a smoke, coffee or whatever, or a couple of cups of coffee and that just to wind down before. Even though I've been drinking it while we're on, just before we go to bed, because that's how it is. Right, Andy takes his cream straight from the cow's tit in his backyard. Right, Danny, does that mean you're calling my wife a cow? You're saying I'm taking it from cow's tit, so is my wife a cow? I don't think she's in the backyard. Lol. I hope she hasn't heard that, otherwise she'll be back down. She'll be back down, I'll get braid. I'll get braid live on camera, straight up. Kenneth, right, have you ever been to the US, Andy? Right. No, I haven't. And I don't know why. Well, I don't know why. One, I wouldn't know where to go. I honestly wouldn't know where to go, Matt, if I come over to US. And if I'm totally honest with you see, from UK to get over to US for an holiday with time zones, one, it costs a fortune. It costs an absolute fortune to get there because flights ain't cheap. And then I wouldn't know what to do, I wouldn't know where to go or anything. And they just stiff you from UK to US. Whereas you can go the other way, Europe side, and I could probably go 4 times. 10 days at a time to Europe for the same price as what it would cost me to maybe just do a week, 2 weeks, in US. But it's my daughter for has always wanted to go to New York. Now that's some place that's never really bothered me, but she's always wanted to go to New York, and I know it's a big thing for a lot of people that are in the UK, it is go to New York and these like long weekend New York, you know, shopping trips, New York at Christmas, this, that, and other. It's not something I've really bothered for. But again, like I say, I wouldn't know where to go or anything. If that makes any sense to you, because I'm that used to. I am that used to going Europe and, shall we say, booking a package holiday where I go, turn up at airport, boom, they're waiting for you, transport's waiting for you at the other end, pick you up, take you to your hotel, accommodation, food, but then you're off, you're out, you do what you want, particular day, particular time, they pick you back up, ferry you back on your plane, and home. I'm so used to doing that, whether it's because I'm old and just a stick in the mud, I don't know, but hey, it's just what I'm used to. And like I say, other than that as well, for what it is, it's so goddamn expensive to get there. What's this? Yeah. We need to get Andy to the Texas when I get there, so eventually we can do a live stream to get it in real time. Yeah, that'd be a good one. That'd be a good one. And I'll be honest, if I'd have lived closer, or I said if David had been in Europe, I'd have probably snuck up on him one weekend and that, because if you were just getting a flight from UK to say Europe and getting a car, you get it for a couple of $100, and that's it. Job done. But it's not mega expensive. But for some reason, when you want to go here and you want to go to either, shall we say, long haul it to US. It's not just US, it's Australia and stuff as well. Like from UK, we just get shafted. We just really get shafted with flights. Hell yeah, I'll do a live tattoo. Yeah, a live tattoo. That's a better idea. Yeah, Wes, watch. Wes has got an ear. Says your banner's gone from the top of the screen again. Yeah, what happens is if I put your thing up on there, it goes up off top of the screen. Wes, I've just twigged that one myself. So then when I knock you off screen, it comes back on. That's what it says to me. So that's cut down a little bit. I don't do energy drinks and that no more. And especially after having a heart attack, then I don't do energy drinks anymore. I'm still bad. I'm still bad with coffee. I am. I'm just something. I can't give everything up. Life would be very, very boring if I give everything up. So there's no chance of that one. Don't really drink. And when I'm over here, I don't really drink. I go away when I go on holiday. I will have a few. Nothing excess, but I will have a few and that. But I am bad. I'll stick my hands up and I'll admit it. I am bad. And everybody that knows me, I am bad with coffee. I'm really, really bad with coffee. Did you notice? Did you notice that it's Andy's wife that brings in corporate decaf? That's why she's still. No, it's Danny. Wife brings me coffee. It's double caffeinated. Open to cash in on life insurance. You can get it down as natural causes, just overdosed on caffeine. You know what I mean? So she gets double bangs it. Where are we, Menno? Talking about bed, I'm turning in, guys. Have a nice holiday. And Dave, get well soon, man. Take your time. Menno, I appreciate you being here, buddy. I will enjoy the holiday and I will be back. Well, hopefully. And like I say for Dave, I think he's on the up and up. And eventually mid-May, we should hopefully he's back on gracing the screens and along with my ugly mush, should be back again then. But in the meantime, take care, buddy. No, it's not keeping me alive with decaf. Believe me, Danik, and I've no clue whether it's decaf. I can tell straight away if it's decaf, mate. And I've had decaf, and if I drink it, if I do half a day on decaf, I end up with headaches and all that. It's weird. It's just not happening. That decaf can sack it. No, we can raise money to get you here, and we can make it happen. Yeah. What's this? Come to Canada, way more spread out here. You can drive in any direction from my city, and you're alone. You're alone in 20 minutes. Jesus. Tell you. It's not like that around here. Everybody's on top of each other. I bet you. I think in America and Canada and that, I think you guys have got lakes bigger than UK, haven't you? We're only tiny. Keep taking people in though. How the hell we haven't sunk, I don't know. But yeah, that's another topic. So I tried those energy once with my arse. I got paranoid and never drank another. I was drinking 3 litres. 3 litres then, so that's like what, 8 tins of them a day. It's as well as like 1 small cups of coffee, large cups, 20 odd large cups of coffee. Yeah, there's so don't do energy drinks. I was living, and it wasn't for anything else other than the sheer taste. But the problem was then you've been drinking them in summer. But again, just like coffee and caffeine's a diuretic. So it's only for taste, and you're actually dehydrating more than anything else. Energy drinks. Yeah, to be honest, they don't do anything. Caffeine doesn't do anything for me. I'm not used to it. The only problem is if you take it away from, if I don't have it, then I'll be like some gibbering idiot if I didn't have it. Honestly would. Wes, yeah, evening. To catch up to you. They said, yeah, take care, Wes. We will speak to you again soon. Look after yourself. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird, is that? Because some people go, oh, have an energy drink, and I'm like, wired. And I got to the point where having an energy drink, it was like, that's it. Yeah, I mean, it just tastes nice. That's all it was. We're only for taste. Oh. Kenneth, coffee makes me shaky. I have to drink moonshine to reverse the effects. To drink moonshine. Jesus. It reminds me of somebody. Why? What the hell? Is this happening? I hate moonshine and stuff like that. It always reminds me of hillbillies and have you ever seen that film Deliverance? Burt Reynolds. For some reason, juggling banjos and Deliverance, Burt Reynolds and moonshine, Outback and hillbillies. That's what always comes to mind when somebody says moonshine to me. Smoke. Yeah, my province is bigger than England. I don't doubt it, Smoke. I seriously don't doubt it. We're just, compared to a lot of stuff, we're just a blip. We are just a blip. on the globe. Yes, Dave, I have, and I've just found some secrets, and I've just found some downsides to it. I've just done some recording to it, and idiot here decided not to, shall we say, read instructions before I used it. Just decided to mess around with it all, put it all on, no problem. 1080, 60 frames a second, messed about with all this sort of stuff. Yeah. But because I was using it static, Dave, I had me EV, me exposure valuation set a bit too high. And shall we say, just a little bit too much light. It's a little bit too bright, its picture. So I've just tweaked that one down. I've just tweaked that one down, squeal like a pig. Yeah, you've seen film as well, Smoke. So after sitting and actually acting like an adult, Dave, and reading instructions, I've got it tweaked. That I've just brought my exposure levels down and my metering spots different. Not that I know much different, it's just been a case of trial and error. But what I have found, Dave, I found an absolute banger of a setting, and it takes, if you do a static, Dave, with it, if you do a static and you set it at 1080 but at 120 frames a second, if you're using it static on a tripod and set it on 120 frames a second at 1080, oh my god, yeah, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. To the point I have just invested in my little protection case for it, because it's going away with me. And like I say, got it all ready to go. I've just bought an external charger, Dave, and 3 more batteries for it, because I'm going away with it. But the recording charge is good. So I have done some recording with it. I hadn't fully got to grips with it when I jumped in both feet first, instead of having a bit more of a play around and setting it up properly. Remote control, love it. You can either videos, take photos using remote control, love it. The front screen, the back screen, ideal. So at this minute in time, yeah, loving the camera. I've tried the 4K, and I'll be honest with you, I don't think it's true 4K, mate. I don't think it's true. I think is it that interpolated or whatever it is? I don't think it's true 4K. But the 1080, 120 frames a second, mate, is beauty. It's really nice, Dave. Squeal like a pig, kind of, yeah. A little trial and error seems to be the best way. Glad to hear you fine tune. Yeah, fine tune it. Like I said, I jumped in both feet first. You know, like you do, typical bloke style. Throw instructions away. Spend 16 hours or 3 weeks scratching your head thinking you know how to do it, then going back to instructions anyway, and wish you just spent just an hour reading them and getting it done, and you'd have been off. But yeah, Jason's going through the hills on the way up from dropping kids off, Mike Lozier. Just watch out, going through them there hills. Dueling banjos, squeal piggy, as Smoke says. Just be careful you don't get taken, Jason. What we got? No, Max, no. Most TVs don't show 120 frames a second, but at 120 frames a second when you're recording, the amount of information that your camera takes in and processes, even though it's static, is phenomenal. But then when you go into your editing suite and do it, your data's already on your camera, you can dumb it down. It's really hard to sharpen up if you haven't got the data there when you're recording. But when you've got the data recording and you've got plenty there and your bit rate's right, you can bring it back down. What you can do then is you bring it in 180. If you bring it in, you can take 1080, 120 frames or whatever, bring it in into your editing studio and put it in at 1080 at 60 frames. It'll dumb it down a little bit, but you've got enough information on your files then. If you don't record with enough information, trying to get that to come back up and make a better video is a lot harder, because what you're having to do then is when you're exporting, you're having to jack your bit rate up from 40,000 kilobits per second. You might be having to fire it out at 100,000 kilobits per second just for it to process. That way, then it might end up taking you an hour and a half to convert an 18-minute video. Where if you're going around the other way around, when you convert it and you can convert it at 40,000 kilobits a second, it might only take you 25 minutes to process it up. So that's all I'm just sort of like saying to Dave. Yeah, I've had this one. Mine at same. Security cameras outside infrared, you realise you don't have as many images as what you see on your security camera. They're there just floating about like ghosts all over it. It's weird. I've had that one as well. On CCTV, you watch it at night and everything's in black and white and there's all these little bits and it's like bugs and bits of dust and everything floating about. But as I said, it's been a good little purchase. Don't get in way at clients and that, and just to have it set there. A good thing is, Dave, like I say, it's got a little remote and I can bag remote up. I can just bag remote up at the beginning of session. So even I've got my dirty gloves and you want it to pause it if they're wanting a break, I don't have to touch camera. Once it's set up, just pop, switches it off, and then when I come back, just switch it back on because I have it set up for charge while recording, so screens don't go off. The camera just stays on all the time, and that you can just leave it. I have no need to touch it from me setting it up clean to me taking it off its tripod. Once I've cleaned everything down and I've got clean, then I can dismount it. I've no need to touch that camera whatsoever. Just the remote's in the bag, on, off, on, off, on, off. No chance of me contaminating it. Microphone, really good. The actual speaker on it. You can turn it off in the camera. So if I'm just like I've been doing, sped up videos, what's point in taking memory up, it recording audio? So I just turn it off and I just tell clients audio's off. It's not recording any audio, just chat away as normal. And we just turn it off. The little lapel mic's not bad. I know it's on a wire, but it's not bad at all. So at this minute in time, I've got no qualms with it. What I will say, it's like anything, and when we spoke to you last time, the little action cams, they're never going to have the same, or in my eyes, they're never going to have the same image quality or anything as an expensive camera. Like the M50, the R50. Now they're into all this mirrorless stuff, and that. Bloody hell! They've got more space in them, processing power. These are all just digital. So, but you do get a good image, a really good image. Like the 4K, I'm not even the 4K 60 frames. I'm probably not 100%. I'll try it while I'm away, but I'm not quite sure that it's, shall we say, true 4K. I think it's what they call interpolated, but we'll find out. We will find out. It's just a bit trial and error. But on the whole, Dave, I'm happy with it. I've got it. I can, after a lot of messing about and deciding to read instructions, I've got it now to make. I've figured out how to get some decent footage, and literally to the point, it will, and to be fair, Dave, it will, like it says, if I've got the subject there, I can bring the camera into about 4 inches, 5 inches away from it, and it's still pin sharp, mate. It's still pin sharp. Right, like I say, guys, if you don't think, Jan, if you wouldn't mind giving the video a thumbs up, it would help us out. And anybody that's lurking or that's new here, if you want to press subscribe, press notifications, got videos coming up. And I'd appreciate the support, guys. Like I say, new channel. You guys wanted me to do this, so all I'm just asking is a bit of support back, a bit of help back. Solid little camera. I'm enjoying it. It's far better than that piece of crap that I bought and sent back, Dave. It was still a bargain, and I still got a good deal on this one. And even with buying the little extra bits, I think I bought the camera, I bought this case, I bought a charger, bought an external charger and 3 more batteries, and I think I'm still nowhere. In fact, I'm nowhere now. I'm just working it out now. I'm not even 2/3 of the price of the other one that I sent back there. I'm not even 2/3 of the price. So I'm born. I'm thinking, Danik, might get one and take more and send you more sexy pics. Yeah. You send more sexy pics, they're going on email, they're going up for everybody to see next time, Danik. Marked. They're still out of stock, buddy. Right. I haven't looked, because obviously I've got mine, mate, so. Not to rub it in, marked, but I've got mine. But it does say that it should be coming back. I think it's still in stock in the States. I know when you were saying. I think they were saying we'd run out over here. They've still got a good thing. That'd be a good addition to the subscriber calendar, yeah. That's Danik. Danik in his set. And even if I'll tell you what, Danik, if you put a Christmas hat on and it's a bit of red sexy underwear, you've got Christmas, you've got December slot, haven't you, mate? That's it, you've got December slot. But like I say, no, and when we come back, we will have meet the subscriber. So don't start bitching. Like I say, you've had plenty of warning. We're gonna do it. So don't be a set of pussies and say, I'm not doing it. I'm not sending you a picture of me and what country I live in and this, that, and other. Me and Dave do it every week. We do it for you. And we sit here talking to you and we can see these little round discs and we don't know who it's got, an M or a D or whatever in it. It's so we're going to get you best bib and tucker on, best pickies and a bit of information about yourself. We're doing meet the subscriber. It's got to be done. It's got to be done now. So once we come back, I will. Once I get back, I will get that sorted out, and we will get the Meet the Subscriber live stream done and dusted. So then it's not just us, everybody else knows, and everybody else can see who they're chatting with as well, rather than it just being a set of words on the side, because you're all regulars now, you're all in, out, this, that, and other. So everybody that's here, do it, picture, then at least everybody's got an idea of who they're talking to, instead of it just being just in chat. I will send, right, what I'll do, what I'll do, I'll probably send them to, what I will do is probably get you to send it when it says send the work to email critiquemytattoo@gmail.com. I'll probably use this email, but you'll just have to, I'll just put it in thing, you just have to edit something like, I don't know. First line will be meet the subscribe. Your topic will be meet the subscribe, and then as I open it up, you can just put who it is, obviously where you're from, how old you are, picture of yourself. So that when we open it up, so then when I go down email and that, it'll be I can just see that easy. Then I can just say it's meet the subscriber, meet the subscriber, meet the subscriber. We can put them up that way rather than going through and there's a lot of shite junk mail and we have to sift. You know. We've got to sift through all that, so that'll be probably the one that I'll use for it. But even Amber thinks it's a great idea. Don't see why not. We're all here. We get to see. You get to see our faces. This, that, and other. Oh my God! Guess my wife don't want me to go to bed. She's bringing me another coffee. Jesus Christ. I've been pissing all night. Oh, shut up. I want to come in shouting. So, yeah. So that's it. That's it, Smoke. I mean, we sit here every week. We talk to you. Everybody comes in, general, coming round, this, that, and other. So most people relate and relatively feel like we know each other. We just haven't got a face, you know, to put to name, because we're here and we're all talking, everybody's talking, and that. And sometimes it's just nice to be able to put a face to the name, and that instead of it just being some writing at the side of a screen. It just, because like I said, we've all been here and months and months and months and months and months now. Everybody's been talking, interacting with each other. So it's just like that next little bit, more of a mates level, friends, you know what I mean? So it's just that next one. Yeah, I mean, Smoke's got an use Xbox cam with mates. So yeah, so it's just thing. Just take a selfie, get your other half, your significant other to take your best side, take a photograph on your best side. I just sent you the month. I just sent you the month of December for the calendar on Insta. No, you haven't done it. Has that come through? Has it? Has it come through? Oh, Danik. Danik, what have you sent? Danik sent a photo. Yeah, you have. 1 minute. Insta whammy. Yes, it's just sent is just sent Danik is active. And what we do is boom. I'm taking December and Cocktober. I can't zoom in anymore, guys. Danik sent us, this is Danik, he sent us his Christmas one. So that's only problem. You're just missing, you're missing red. Just like the little Christmas, you wake Santa. Santa's coming. So we got Danik's submission. There we go. It's first one up. It's first one up. Like I said, I can't. I wish I could zoom in any further for you guys. But I can't. So it's he's the first one. See, no probs, done and dusted. He's got him send laid out. He's got him saying that's it. Calendar material. You need some Christmassy ones and everything. This, that, and other. That is, yeah. It is definitely calendar material, isn't it? I bet it's a bit of a secret, bit of a poser, really, isn't it? Loves being just, you see, you know, with how he's laid, and it's like, you know, this, that, and other. Loves being. I bet you love being on camera, don't you, Danny? I bet camera loves you. So he's in running. Danik's up and off. He's broken the duck. He sent the pick in. That. So look, if he can do it, why not everybody else? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So we'll get that sorted. We'll get that sorted when we get back. Meet the subscriber. And I think that'll work. You know what I mean? Very nice one. We just get a bit more with everybody that's in chat. Then you just feel like you bit, like you say, instead of just talking to a set of texts, you just feel a bit more get to know each other. There you go. There you go. Nice one, Danik. Danik's not shy. What's that? You shouldn't have shown that model agency won't stop contact me, but in another way, you'll have more subscribers because of that thing. Hey, bring it on. I'll put that as face. If that's going to get me more subscribers, Danik, I will put that as at the forefront of my channel, my mate. You know what I mean? That'll be it. I'll put you at. We'll put you as the logo. We will put you as the logo. Channel mascot. That's it. That picture will be the channel mascot. Oh. And get that face tattoo. Well, yeah, there is that. It could be counterproductive smoke, couldn't it? You know what I mean? It could be really counterproductive smoke. Could scare everybody away. They could turn up and think, I thought your face were bad enough live on screen, and never mind you putting horror stories up of other people, you know, and that you're giving me nightmares now. That's it. I'm unsubscribing. So they might all bail. Again, at which again it'll be like, I'm done. I'm out of here. I might as well cut bait and run. I might as well cut bait and run. Although I feel Dave's pain now on the YouTube channel. It's like editing. Dave, editing is the worst thing. Obviously, mate, I understand with your lives, but what you were saying now, I totally understand it, but that editing stuff, that really, really does take some time and does your nappering. Really does your nappering. So, how long the frick? Jesus, been on here 2 hours, 20 minutes. Right. So, we got out else, guys. Questions, serious questions. There's 11 of you on here. You're proper dieharders now. So, there's 11 on here. We either got any questions, or else going in chat. I'll run for a few more minutes. And then after that, I will be out of here. That's it. I am done. I am dusted. Woohoo! I am out of here, guys. I am going on holiday. I will be back on the 14th. What we got? Well, I'm back before 14th, but I'll be back on here on 14th. Yeah, man, editing time is consuming for sure. Sometimes depending on what you're doing, but it's not text time. Yeah, it does. Even doing simpler stuff just seems to take you way, way, way more time than all else, Dave. But it's thing. It's just, if I've got a bit of spare time, I'll do it. I'm taking a plane to Spain to join you. Cool. See you there. That's it. No problem, mate. I will see you in Spain. No problem, Danny. No, weather's nice. Well, I'm saying nice. Yeah, probably about 30 degrees. 30 degrees and sunny. Backer, night, my mate. Take care. And hopefully I'll see you on the streams when I get back. I'm definitely going to enjoy the holiday. Been looking forward to it. Definitely in holiday mode. So cheers, Danny. Have a great holiday. Stay safe. Hope you have a good old time and everything. And it's everything you wanted. We've been to a hotel before. Been to a place before. It was a spur at the moment, but Danny, wife just happened to say, have you seen how much it is to go? It's cheap as chips. It was like for 10 days. It was like, oh yeah, book it. We're off back. So, cheers, Jason. I will do. Definitely will do. I'll be chilling and ready for it. Ready for it full throttle. And that for when I come back. What we got here? Only 30. Right, folks. Only 30. What we got here, Matt? Only 30. Only 30 question mark. What's that one? Have I missed something? Perry, cheers, buddy. I definitely will have a good time. I will enjoy every bit. Danny, feel bad getting Andy's wife aroused, Dave. Oh, only 30. Yeah, only 30 degrees. I know. I've got it. Yeah, it's sunny. Probably around about, 30. Max is about 30. Definitely warmer than here. I don't know what it's like in Essex at the minute, but Jesus, it's pissing it down here in Leeds. actually sit here listening to it drumming on roof all night, driving me nuts. I'm surprised you guys, surprised it didn't drive you guys nuts. Surprised you haven't been able to hear it all night. But there you go, is what it is. But definitely look forward to it. Weather's definitely going to be better than here. Get on that plane. I am gone skis. Oh. Kenneth, later guys, enjoy your trip, Andy. Everyone be safe. Yep. Take care, Kenneth. I'll definitely enjoy the trip. You'll take care too, buddy. And hopefully we'll see you when you get back. Mara, you out of here? Shh. Take care, buddy. Don't forget, like I say, you guys, when we come back, we're going to meet the subscriber. So get your photos taken. Get your best pickies done. Danny. You sleep better when you can hear the rain. Drives me nuts. Drives me nuts listening to it whacking up windows or roof. It drives me insane. Smoke. Fuck. It's still 2 months away from real summer. In Canada, smoke. Mate. It's miserable here, but don't suppose you'll feel too sorry for us whilst you're sitting in the sun sipping on a mojito. No. And especially March, it's all inclusive. So, like I said, I'm in complex, round pole. Don't cost you out, does it? All done, paid for before I go. So everything is just free. I'll have some of that, snacks, food, beer, cocktails, spirits, whatever it is. All done and dusted. All done and dusted, mate. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Wow. Smoke, snow just left the ground yesterday. Rather you than me, mate. Rather you than me. Yeah. That's not for me. Ain't that one. You can keep the snow. I want the warmth. My old achy bones do better in warmth than they do in cold. So, head for warmer climes. Yeah, it's raining here. Like UK for 3 days now. I know it's saying that. It hasn't been too bad. Weather hasn't been too bad. It's been a bit warmer. I mean, I had a t-shirt and that on yesterday. And then today it hasn't been too bad. And then it just turned crook and started pissing it down just before I come on live. Just sod's law. Sod's law, to be fair. So, it's right, just got just less than a couple of minutes, guys, and I'm out of here. It's getting late. People are dwindling off now. Once again, like I said, give it a like, subscribe, notifications, share, pass it around, see if we can get out going. When we come back, we will set up for meet the subscriber, and that way then so everybody gets sort of like put a name to the face. Other than that, it's been a pleasure being here tonight, guys. Got some new people in and new faces, people in chat. It's all been good. Thoroughly enjoyed it. And Danik, I will do. Cheers, buddy. Don't matter what's going on, mate. I will make it a decent vacation, but it don't matter. Just go chill out and do what it is. You make it what you make it yourself. It's on you as long as the hotel, the facilities are okay and clean and tidy. From there on in, we just make it what we make it. Cheers, Mark. Great life as always. Have a great holiday. I will do, bud. Like I say, it will be what it is. We'll make it as own, and we'll be back. And hopefully, first live back, I'm hoping, is it something like Sunday 14th? And I'm hoping back for that. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that Dave's made a good mend, and he might be back for Sunday the 14th live. Maybe I'll get some critiques done for you guys. But other than that, like I say, I've just been enjoying hanging out, chatting, talking tattoo chat at the beginning, and then just into all else and bullshit by end, and just hanging out and enjoying it. Yep, fingers crossed, Dave. But if not to worry. Recovery is most important, bud. You get recovered and you get 100% well before come back and start doing them, matey. It's your health comes first. Everything else is second. Like I say, if you are, and come back and get some lies. If not, I'll hang out on Sunday, and I'm sure people will come and hang out, and then we'll get done and gone on from there. But fingers crossed, all being well, everything keeps going in the right direction for you there, and you get on the mend 100% soon. Right, guys, with that, I am going to leave you, and I'm going to say good night. Ollie, take care of yourselves, and I will see you when we get back on vacation. I may post a few things on my Instagram while we're away on vacation. But other than that, I'll see you when we get back, and probably, I think it's Sunday the 14th. Probably get something going for then. But other than that, good night, take care, and I will see you on the flip side mid-May. Take care, guys. Good night.